Hello, welcome to Let's Play Nioh, Episode 4. Before we get into the main mission, we're going to do the side mission, Kanbei and the Overlord. It'll be really quick because if it's through an area that we've already seen, I'm just going to cut to the end of it, right after it begins. We will be doing the mission, the Spirit Stone Slumbers, afterwards.
父老に幽閉されし頃より20年余りか。慈悲なく6万を虐殺した織田信長。膨れし欲望を御しきれなかった太閤秀吉。棟梁たる者、なぜ皆断りを外れるのか。次は三成殿か家康殿か。一層いや、わしは追い下げ短い。天下の是非を見極めるは長政。
よういらした半蔵殿。早速じゃが、鬼が出てうちの殿は太宰府より戻ってこぬのです。腕が足りぬか、八千子殿のところに寄っておるかもわかりませぬが、一体どちらかのう。
From Kanbei, we have gotten a new guardian spirit, a sort of water dragon. Mizuki? Again, I don't speak Japanese. I'm doing the best I can with the names. I'm going to be splitting this up into 2 episodes because this is a very long mission and features 2 bosses. Now, I don't quite understand how yokai and bandits and ninja can be so close together. You'd think they'd be at each other's throats. The yokai especially. I understand the idea that the existence of the bandits and ninjas and malevolent people are stirring up the yokai and bringing more malevolence about. But you'd think they would eventually kill each other off. A sort of ogre-like yokai. They can drop some useful materials. Yokai in general can. They can drop things like horns, hair. You can use that in crafting of armor and weapons. I don't really find the need to do any sort of crafting in the game. Usually in levels you find enough gear to be on your way. And usually what you find is better than what you can craft anyway. But all the same, I will be showing off the blacksmith later on. Whenever you see a tree you can climb up, try it out, because often there's little goodies at the top. Just beware, you may fall. When running around, it can be helpful to constantly lock on. I would not do it when you're trying to do any sort of platforming, but on stable areas like that, it can be helpful for finding ninjas that are hiding, or enemies waiting in ambush. As well, you're going to want to often check above you if you're inside of any sort of cavern or building, because enemies can come from above. A little bit of the Kusarigama. You may be able to hear Ruger barking in the background. He barks a lot. Sometimes these minor yokai can really frustrate me because they'll be so low to the ground they're hard to hit. I find it easier to hit them with the axe than with most other weapons. Possibly the dual swords also. I don't quite understand why there are, like, miners up here. I guess when we get to the later part of the level, it makes a bit more sense. That is yet another enemy that frustrates me a lot. What they do is they extend their tongue while jumping backwards and lick you, stealing Amrita. And when they've stolen enough, they turn into one of those big one-eyed Oni. You want to kill them when they're still in their, like, fake child form. But it's just hard to hit them because they like to run away the entire time. This is a shortcut right back to our shrine, but I won't be using it because that'll respawn all the enemies. Time for a little bit of precarious tree climbing. Oh look, treasure. Whenever you see treasure out somewhere out in the open, expect some sort of ambush. In some ways, the ninja are supposed to be unpredictable and hard to guess where they will be, but because of how the traps are laid out and how obvious they are sometimes, you can predict pretty easily where a ninja is going to be. For some reason, I decided to dodge into and block that rock. Not doing so hot against this one. I think a thing about skill with video games is often that you can perform things that are incredible, but what matters is how consistent you are. I can do some pretty nifty things in Nioh. I'm not entirely consistent with them, though. And I forgot to get the key to this shortcut. Oh, what's that? Treasure out in the open? Oh, a ninja, who would have thought? And there's a shrine right next to where the boss door is. Very useful, otherwise you'd have to go through that entire area to get back here. Which you can run through easy enough. If you die before you reach a shrine but you know where it is, you can often just sprint to it whenever you come back. There's no need to fight everything again. Honestly, there's no need to fight most things in the first place, but I like to fight my way through the first run of each go. These enemies are frustrating. You mainly want to hit them from behind. They remind me a lot of... oh, what are they called? There's something... Terracotta Warriors. Which I think is what inspired them. Although those are Chinese, aren't they? Whereas this is Japan, of course. But Japan was influenced a lot by China and vice versa. The thing about them is they have very high defense. Those glowing joints they have, if you manage to hit them with your weapon, it deals normal damage to them, which can take them out fairly quickly. It's just very hard to position yourself into a point to hit them in the midst of certain animations of theirs. And this is what I mean about these things just running away the whole time. At least whatever damage you do to them when they're in their little form will stay when they're on their big form. Just using a few soul stones up so that I can, or spirit stones, not souls. This is not Dark Souls. Using up some spirit stones to gain spirit, or Amrita, so that I can level up a little bit. Working towards getting to where I can wear heavier armor. This is going to be a medium armor build, but we're going to go for some of the things like vassal armor. And let us beat the boss of this level. Nioh? I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. This boss is all about lightning. It can fire off streaks of lightning from above in front of itself. It can swing its body about and sort of vibrate, and then lightning will follow you for a time. You want to keep moving during that. It can spit poison. It can spin in a tail swipe. It has swipes forwards with its claws. When it rolls, lightning follows where it rolled. Don't get hit by the roll. It will probably kill you, as will getting hit by lightning, because it stuns you, and then you get hit by the next streak of lightning. This blast is usually a one-hit kill. You want to go to your left to hit him. Nioh is weak to water, resistant to poison and lightning. Who would have guessed they're resistant to lightning? But that was Nioh. This was the first part of the level and the boss of the first part of the level. It still goes on from here. In the next part, we will be finally trying to find Muneshige and where Ginchiyo Tachibana is. See you next time.